Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter fading into the universe of the Talos Principle 2. Now where we were last time? Ah, we are still solving puzzles here. And this is puzzle 5. What was... I need to visit some specific places and I still do not know exactly how. I need to get close to the... Let's solve the puzzles before we solve... before we solve Sphinx. And yeah, before I left I had glimpsed the laboratory but didn't went in. Let's glimpse it, the inside area. What the heck is this? I think it was supposed to be a snow smudge in the wall, but well, that happened. I think the devs should really have honed in not to have this kind of obvious glitch. Because if this is intentional, we're still in the Matrix. Of course, my character didn't react, and nobody reacted, so I think it's just that, a game glitch, not a glitch in the Matrix. DNA. Byron, is that you?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure. I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
And you think that we've discovered here, that what we've discovered here could change things? Why did you fail? And you think that what we discovered here could change things?
Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I hope so, honestly. No, I don't think so. I hope so.
Thank you, 1K. I hope so too. We might be wrong, but let's be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
A chessboard? A keyboard? A black queen and 3 pawns and the white pawn. Now there has to be some significance. It has to. It's too specific. I can figure out it right now. This is a keyboard. Another white pawn. Is it a keyboard though? Heck, this looks like a freaking Commodore computer. But these buttons, I usually see them on ATMs. Huh. Yeah, I'm confusing. Is that supposed to be? Oh, and this is now installed here. Is that a air conditioner unit?
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
Of course, an advice, but what is it? Why not? Your advice is heard, understood, and boring as fuses. I won't get it here. You won't get here in time. My curiosity is too great. Okay, of course, sound advice, but what is it?
I think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
How does it work? Can you explain it like I was born yesterday? Mostly because I was.
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best, and pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should try it, we should study it, we should disable it. We should study it.
I agree. The data on that device could prove invaluable. Besides, You may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Alright. Ooh. Melampus the Somnodrome. Private social media. Melampus. To all of you in his expedition, I'm sure you have questions about the Somnodrome, but I'm afraid I can't answer them. It was a dream I had a long time ago when I was a different person, and it has long since faded. I did build a prototype of sorts, at least of one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted it to. Whatever then I may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Byron's utopianism as I do for Herman's religious pessimism. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think not caring may be the only answer. At the end of the day, everything is transient, even the self. I've learned to let go. Please do not respond. I value my privacy. Dude's depressed. Yeah, number 8. Melampuse, one of the loopier first companions, dreamed up of the Somnodrome. Back in the day, it was supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our internal algorithms, and so provide some kind of moral spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently the founder took an interest in and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a load of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Hello, Piro. You missed some reading, and you missed me finding this thing. The Somnodrome. There is a phrase in Civilization 5. I don't remember the author of the phrase itself. A quote. And it is like, if our brains were so simple we could understand it, we would be so simple we could not understand it. And I guess these guys have brains so complex that they cannot understand it. Somnodrome prototype. Okay, that's interesting. Melampus believed that the answers we're looking for, the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world. Author Athena, okay. In society and the world are within us. Our failure to him was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days that seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. It took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot of Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge and make it work. The question is, should I? That is indeed a question. Teleportation? Oh! No, it's the particle, the projection thing. Huh. This one is locked. Whoop, okay. I tried asking important big questions in a lucid dream, and it being a dream, the answers were nonsensical gibberish. Yeah. I'm a bit scared of this place, but I'm going in anyway. Can I? I can't occupy the space the rock is going to be. Okay. 1K The Rock Johnson. From Tekla. Recovered message from Tekla to Athena. Beloved founder, wherever you have gone, continue to have faith. You are our mother, our creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test, a trial like the ones you faced in the simulation, and we will learn from your example and keep the faith. Praise your name, Tekla 862. When did you send this message? Because as far as I know, this expedition is the only one that ever set foot on this place. Okay, maybe you're just hoping that the expedition figures this place out. Noema Project 6 from Athena. Progress notes. How the heck did someone miss the message about rebelling against the religion figure? Trials, all this. Results confirms the anomaly is consistent. Okay. The way I see it, there are the DMs that Tin is getting. The direct messages, yeah. There was an error on trial 108. The error is in our understanding. Drew never replied, evidently, yes. Trial need to start over. Anomaly is consistent. Okay. I wonder if this anomaly is what makes the projections possible. Next, from Miranda. From Miranda to Athena. I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know you said to wait, but the data we got from the last batch was just too amazing. Every step leads to the next, like a progression of musical notes. We're so close, Miranda. Okay. Though there is wireless connection to here is how there is a wireless connection to here is a mystery, unless made some antennas just to keep an eye on the city. That's a possibility. Or she hijacked a satellite. Hard to know if any would be functioning all that long, but okay. Noema design 5358. Okay. Proceed by 18. And here we go.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Is he trying to create a universe? Or something equally as weird? Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, hi.
You overloaded again.
I'm fine. I'm sought in again.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
Tell me more about her. How well did you know her? Tell me more about her.
I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
So why did she leave? So why isn't she remembered that way?
The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
I'm sorry, it must have been hard to lose her mentor. She shouldn't have deserted her people. She did what she thought she had to. Let's think about that one. What a nightmare concept. Live streaming your favorite dreams to the entire city. Yeah. I'm sorry, it must have been hard to lose your mentor.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all the test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
I'm more interested in another little device. Oh, you're gonna check out the teleporting stone? Not exactly teleporting. Why do you get a tricorder and I don't? I guess I get to download everything that fries my brains. This place is open now. It's a shortcut. Huh. If you throw on a gameplay to play around with the device like that. Scanner somewhere. Yeah, this thing is scanner somewhere. So everything we saw in this holographic things are really complex stuff that is hard to understand. DNA, wormholes, gravity, and stuff like that. She's searching for questions, for answers. She wants all of them answered. But then what's next? And reality is breaking here. What is that question mark now? Another game in a cave where you have a scanner painting the world in a VR view. Huh. Yeah, the horror part doesn't interest me that much. It features a lot of laser scanning like that to get a feel for how the environment is, and it's very unique. Maybe I should take a look, because the concept is interesting. Are you a triangle thing? Yes, you are a triangle. That is one of those changer things. Lateral inhibition. Yeah, that thing's gonna stop me. Oh. This is not a connector. This is a charger. Okay. Generally looks interesting with how it contrasts pitch black with the rainbow power laser dots that your scanner bounces and reflects. called lateral inhibitions. I don't know if you can classify it as a pure horror or just like a game with a unnerving atmosphere. Oh, unnerving is fine. Yeah. Just I find horror like kinda meh. Oh, I think I see it. Not see it. No, that nothing I'm doing makes any sense here. The type of monster cheeses. Ah, okay. It turns out the game was made by Darwinian devs. So this gives me blue. Blue is useless. Wow, Blink 2, they made so many games that are so different. Yeah. Am I missing something? Did I not see a piece or something? Lateral inhibition. You can dip the color out. No, I can, yes. Have it be red. Which doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. That's a lateral inhibition. Okay, I have something here. There we go. Return to a puzzle for a second attempt. Ah, yeah, because I...
Melville?
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture, it is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic. Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
not noting some interesting design elements here. Huh. The correct next move is to send a picture of a middle finger. Yes! Considering me doing this just to read again the name of the puzzle was going away and then coming back. I may... Oh, there's more question marks. Is that the 70? No, that's the 7. We still have plenty of question marks to explore. Let's first go back to what we're doing. If we get a big question mark on our compass again, we diverge the path. But right now I want to go back to the regular puzzles. Who are you? 7, which is solved. 6 is that way. 7 solved? No, 7 is not solved. Who are you? Alright, solved. Alright, here is 6. Reconnaissance. Oh, we have a green source. Huh. These are rare. It's not easy being green. Yeah. How do you open? In red. We do not have a red source, none that I can see. So we need to use this baby here. What's the drill? There's a connector there. Can I actually... put it like this. There we go. Let's see. You're not open. Fine. At least I get one more piece. Anything you can do with you around here? Probably connect to that, but I'm gonna bring you here first. We do have access to here now. I cannot make a hole through a place that already has a hole. believe I need to first. Don't need this anymore, so you can open this for me, thank you. Okay, this is blue and green. Okay. I don't think you need that place open. So connect like this and this. Good. Bad. Now it's good. Done. My farming obsession. From Budahas. So I've been playing a ton of this old Gehenna game called Ancient Human Farmer. The title says it all. It's a sort of simple farming simulator. Maybe not the most sophisticated game, but I am getting really obsessed with it, and I'm having some sort of emotional response to it that I can't exactly explain. Like, it makes me happy, but also sad. Does anyone have any idea why this is happening to me? Ancient Human Farmer, so I don't think it's Farming Simulator, nor it's Stardew Valley. I wonder if it's an actual game I never heard about. Oh no, Farmville is back. I don't think Farmville would be like an ancient farmer. Always. The game appeals to you because of the human need to commune with nature, to live a lifestyle that's not about dominating the world but coexisting with it. You're sad because we can't ever return to being who we used to be thousands of years ago, but happy because it reminds you that at least something similar is still possible for us. Ribstros? Maybe it's because of people of Gehenna, despite their imprisonment, had an innocent view of the world that's permanently lost to us. Oh, is that a Gehenna game? I think it's actually the opposite of what Ovis is saying. Games are enjoyable because they take us back to a time when we still had agency, when we could build things, grow things, when we could impose our will on the world instead of being completely powerless and inactive. What you crave is the ability to contribute to humanity in real material ways, and you're sad because just simulating it is not enough. You don't want to farm, you want to be a pioneer, as we humans were born to be. Pellegrin is just a game, don't overthink it. I can agree with Ovis, Damien, with Lipstros, because Gehenna, but Pellegrin is definitely not right. Why do I have to agree with someone? I'm gonna agree with Damien. Agree with Damien. I guess you can see your point. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I'll go play another round now. It's a Gehenna thing. It's very much not exactly human level. It's a commercial product. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Okay. 7. Oh, I haven't finished both triangles here. Okay. Thought I had solved more triangles. Any stuff is just people making whatever to save themselves from being bored to death. Yes. Being sprinting way too much. I think I'm missing stuff. Woo! We are gonna RGB this whole place. Okay. Rainbow. Okay, it's a more advanced version of that other thing. Okay. Let's see. We do not have green. So let's see. We can try starting like this. But I need that blue. I need green. Okay.
I admire your persistence, 1K.
Thank you, Alcatraz. Oh, that was fast. Yeah. Well, I can access the... Tell her now. The rainbow is in the bottom? Oh. Kinda. The reflection is a bit weird. Okay, let's solve 8 and go hunt for question marks. One of them will be the triangle puzzle. Remember. This is red. I do not know what to do with those. Now we have this. Okay, I think I'm seeing something. Hello there. Okay. It keeps this open. Okay. Machine oil photo looks pretty, even if it's the same. Someone's car is leaking. Yeah. Okay, I freed this thing, which is good. Yet indeed. Let's see. What are the next steps? Okay, I need to somehow bring the being all the way here, which means I need both of these at the other side of the force field. Like this. I totally didn't need the connector, but anyway, finding a way to bring both here was interesting. Alright, now the hunt for question marks. One is right that way. Are you okay? Yes. Can I let me know you are Yaka. Hi.
1K, what's up?
What do you think about this Somnodrome business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
There are some people in Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering. Do you think the founder might still be here? Do you think the founder was right? I thought we have to add our own meaning to the world. There's some people in Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs.
Do you think the founder might still be here?
I don't know. It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
Do you think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world?
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason, that there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen, that they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we should gather. Perhaps meaning is found in other people. Perhaps you need to think about what your own passions are. Perhaps because those have a meaning, we just don't understand it yet. Perhaps you need to think about what your own passions are.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
Thank you. Perhaps they should have said that we find meaning together. I was considering that. Are you the triangle puzzle? No, you're number 4. And I guess that structure is the puzzle. Indeed. Very circular. Field of fuel. Okay. What do you do? You open that, and you open this. Okay. Not sure yet what I'm doing. Red is in the center. Wait. You can easily open this door. There is more here than meet the eye. Ah. Okay, okay. Okay. Now we open the other one. There we go. If there is meaning to the word, there is high chances that understanding it will be impossible. With the whole outside context problem brought up by Melville before. I personally think that life is completely meaningless. But you can actually find your own meaning in it. Or even not have any meaning and still be alright. There's absolutely no problem in having a meaningless life. Okay. I wonder if that question mark is Sphinx. I think it might be Sphinx. Have we been here? Ah yes, I found the Prometheus spark here. Let's see if I can cross the water. Oh, hi, Byron.
Hey there, 1K.
Do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look, self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Thanks. That's all. Yeah, that's tough to think. Oh, there's a puzzle. I lost the question mark. There. Is Yakut again? There. It might be a... Yes, this. And yet it moves. From Mythical. A fascinating story I discovered in the archive concerns a great scientist by the name of Galileo. This remarkable man made huge contributions to the early development of science, but was best remembered for becoming embroiled in a controversy with the church that ended with accusations of heresy, a trial, and him being placed under a house arrest for the rest of his life. Because of the controversy, he argued that the earth revolved around the sun, a view we would describe as self-evident, and which the Inquisition described as foolish and absurd in philosophy and formally heretical. History became emblematic for how society often punishes those who try to push our understanding of the world forward in the modern day. There's a legend that at the end of his trial he muttered, "And yet it moves." A beautiful idea, but untrue, because defying society is hard and comes at a high cost, and not everyone is capable of bearing it. What have you have done in his place? What would you have done in his place? What would I? Mythical Miranda. I think I would have tried to stand up for the truth. Athena. It's hard than it sounds. Fighting an authority like Elohim is one thing, but when even your friends and allies may renounce you for holding an unacceptable opinion, it takes enormous willpower to continue. Miranda. But if nobody does, societies get stuck. You're right, Miranda. The cargo cult religions come to mind. The people of various tiny islands with underdeveloped societies that had army bases of the world, superpowers built in World War II, where they experienced modern tech like airplanes and airdropped cargo. The sword sometimes shared, but after the war, the people end up making wooden plane models and hoping the gifts from the sky comes back. Yeah, I heard about these people. That's not understanding the word. Puzzle. Author Guo. Guo is number 20. The role of puzzles in the simulation was so important to the creation of our civilization that it has left an indelible imprint. But sometimes I worry that this is an issue. Alexandra Drennan thought of human beings as problem solvers, but the real world isn't anything like the simulation. Yes, there are problems to solve, but there isn't a tetromino waiting to reward you. There's just another problem, and another, and another. Our veneration of the puzzle may be blinding us to the fact that sometimes there isn't a neat solution, that sometimes life is just a slog and the best you can do is muddle through. From Aurora to Athena. Dear Athena, have you really left us for good without even saying goodbye? I know you haven't spoken much lately, but isn't that just part of the slow, relaxed lives we now lead? After all those centuries of struggle trying to build New Jerusalem, I thought we deserved a rest, and if that disappointed you, why didn't you say so? I know you disapproved of all the silly titles they give you now, but we really were your first companions. We know what it was like. I was there when Yemo died. I remember the horror of realizing there was no way of bringing him back, the impossible finality of it, and when the determination to make it make sense, to have it be part of a story that leads to a better world. I never abandoned that, Athena. I just thought that maybe I could spend some time on the things that make life worth living too. Maybe I lost track, maybe I failed you, I don't know, because you didn't tell me, Aurora. Alright. Okay, so this star points to Sphinx. Okay. What if there is a point to the universe, but it exists outside side of the universe, just like how people on those islands can fathom the whole crazy stuff of the whole globe spanning wars and mass production factories from what they see on their little islands? How would it be possible to understand the reasoning behind the universe if the reasoning for it exists outside of it? Life could just be incidental for all intents and purposes, even if the universe has a purpose. That is a point. That sounds like simulation theory. A bit. Like someone had built the universe for something. Okay, I want to solve the terminal bridge, and then I'll try to align myself to find whatever Sphinx wants me to find. Hi, Yakat. I have talked to you, but we have more to talk about.
Hey, 1K.
Thanks, that's all. Why are you marked as talkable? Okay. Okay, Sphinx is over there. Very wrong. Oh, I guess it is. I was more thinking of, say, atoms in a power cable. The power cable exists to serve as purpose, but on a micro level, if the atoms and molecules were sentient, what are the odds of they figure out a crazy thing like the world just being a power cable for something? Yeah, that's another interesting way. Like if the bacteria in our guts were sentient. Hello there.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
I kind of agree with you. Got it. Sphinx dunk it on. Next up Pandora, hopefully. Yeah. I'm here, but I'm not gonna enter right now. Let me look at this. Okay, tunnel. Okay. So this is the island I'm here. This is a terminal bridge. This is the terminal bridge. This is the island I found the Athena recording. So if I align myself like this, my target is here somewhere. Is it that thing? It looks like there is shallows here. Hello there. The next one is on the peninsula in the island that connects to the terminal bridge. What a messy bridge! At least I have my bearings properly now. A puzzle, right? Look like a puzzle. You're a puzzle. Yeah. So I don't want to leave the island. You are what I'm looking for. Connected to the path. Interesting. The next one, if I take this bridge and this bridge, okay. So I'm here. Now I'm here. So to my right there is a land bridge.
Hey there, 1K.
Got one. Oh, hi Melville.
Yes?
In my vision, Athena mentioned the singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
That sounds insanely dangerous to be experimenting with. Fascinating, they must have been doing some incredible advanced experiments. I assume there are safe ways of experimenting with this? Fascinating, they must have been doing some incredible advanced experiments.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So now I'm here, so I need to keep to my left. Gonna follow the shore. There's a space here I probably can go through. There. Connected to a path. There we go. Alright, let's grab that star and see who is waiting for us in the tower. What are birds doing here in this cold? There we go.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
I have no clue what you mean. Alright. Moment of something.
creature of clay, you have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
We thought his gifts would no longer even exist. He's lady, I'm a robot. His gifts have greatly eased the suffering of the world. We have made mistakes using them, but the good outweighs the bad. They have caused great harm, but they cannot be put back into the box. The gifts of Prometheus have never been in the box. They have been a Christian people. Apparently, the current most plausible scientific theory behind close to light speed space travel is having a ship with a special photon sail or on point A, there is a device to shoot charged particles at it, and on point B, another device to shoot other particles at it to halt the craft. Which is certainly interesting, yeah. So, gifts of Prometheus, technology is one of them. Alright, we thought his gifts would no longer even exist.
Without Prometheus, your ancestors would never have fallen. And you would have all the natural gifts that your people have now lost.
Disasters always happens. Without the gifts of Prometheus we would be defenseless. We have gained as much as we have lost. We are better now than when we were flesh. We cannot change the past. We are what we are. You're right, we agree for what we lost. Disasters always happen. Without the gifts of Prometheus, we would be defenseless.
Yet new disasters will befall you because of his gifts, and they may be more terrible than anything you have seen before. Consider this as you continue your quest.
There's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged, 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
Good point, Alcatraz. Because yeah, where is Prometheus? I think. Well, you can't unlearn the nuke, that's true. I think that's the implication behind saying you can't put it back in the box. True. Good point. But when you come to think of it, thinking as knowledge as the gift from Prometheus, it's kind of wrong because knowledge is out there. If we don't seek it, someone else will, and they will acquire it. The gift of Prometheus is ours regardless of if we want it or not, is my point. At the end of the day, it is about how you use it. I'm talking to Melville. Okay. Lost Marshes. Travel to North 3.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the Founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Yep. But wouldn't it be possible that the gift from Prometheus being something like, say, curiosity, which then leads to discover is good and bad? That's an interesting way to, like, interpret it. Hi, Al.
What can I do for you, 1K?
The Founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art. Do you think finding a functional Somnodrome would be interesting? The Founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art.
Assuming what we heard really is the Founder, I think the world is already a work of art. We don't need to improve it.
You think finding a functional Somnodrome would be interesting?
Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore, and it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the big questions? I don't know, but it might help.
Thanks. That's a massive one. Is that a puzzle or a random structure? It's a puzzle. Is that number one? It is. Alright, what craziness are you going to find here? Substitution. Why are you on a turntable? Bring an item to swap. Really? That's what the turntable does. What am I missing here? One of the less interesting mechanics for sure here. Because yeah, I think my objective is to get the cube. Grabbing this is like, I turn that off, then maybe that off. I do some shenanigans and I probably get the cube. But bring an item to swap. There are no other items here. There is another item? Yeah, I know the cube, but the cube is kind of out of my reach. What am I missing? Can I grab you? No. Oh, you're detachable. I forgot that for a bit.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal, but please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
I don't think Athena wants to be found. Not at this conjunction, at least. If she is anywhere to be found. Oh, there's a question mark here. And what would you be? This way is the closer one. Ah, terminal. And that's puzzle number 2, okay. From Yarnet. Recovered machines. From Yarnet to Athena. Beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that not lead to mistakes of the past? You are soul linked to the wisdom of progenitor. Without you, we are lost. So 5358 substituting with. No, just W-E? W-Y? Yarnet. Elohim gave us clear instructions. So did Athena, and we are following Athena's clear instructions to the letter. The simulation was about defying those instructions. I still think Athena is trying to pull an Elohim. Human construction. From G.K. Chesterton. Excerpt from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of illumination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps at this moment, not any of the good out of them. And the need here is the need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. 5358. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying, you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is, you can. The clock, being a piece of human constructions, can be restored by the human finger to a figure or hour. To any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human constructions, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. Antenna. You can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. Yeah, but sometimes we don't really want to go back. There are a lot of things we don't want to go back and we shouldn't. Black Snow. Author unknown. From selected archives documents AC. Oh, I thought it was about reassembling a shattered clock, not turning it back. No, it's about going back to what we used to do in the previous time. From Select Archives documents AC, the coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought us black lung, gruesome injuries, and death. And when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used it to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Miranda, why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? At the time, probably there wasn't a new technology. Failed to load profile. They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had, or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times, they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. Can we just switch to nuclear? Hi. Bye. Possibilities. Are you detachable? No. I can't jump from the top of the turntable? Come on. Heck, I see no other item here. And this time it's not the fun. It's not... Dash. Oh, okay. I wasn't looking up. Here you go. No point if we can go up. Can I? No. Alright, it's charged. Kinda look like a connector. What did puzzles mean to the founder? What did the puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us in our culture, what did they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So what if to her, they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? That's a question to ask her. I think using coal for heating is an offense word of a fine here, but not firewood, as well as coal still being allowed for or forges and similar equipment that need more heat. We use a lot of coal here in Brazil for barbecue. There's a statue of whom? Looks like Prometheus. No, it's Pandora. Okay. Are you just a stump? Or are you something interesting? You're just a stump. I'm stumped. Are you number 3? You are number 3. Or pizzerias tend to be firewood ovens. Most of our power is hydroelectrical, but that's charcoal, which is just what happens if you just use firewood. But you would have to sit and wait for the wood to turn to charcoal and the open flames to die down. I don't think we have a word for charcoal in Portuguese. You just say coal. the wall. Does not keep the connections. Interesting. Do you have a lot of mines and burning wood for it not being necessary? I don't know about mines. Most of the mines I hear about are not coal mines. I thought it couldn't be this easy. They are more like metals. But yeah, what kind of mines do you have here in Brazil? Something I never looked it up. I only know about mines here in Brazil when something goes terribly wrong, which happened a couple times. And there is also a state called General Mines. Because it has a lot, because it used to have, I don't know if it still has, but at least it used to have like a lot of just all kinds of mines. In Portuguese it's Minas Gerais. Sibawai 402. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Goethe, there is a story that instincts kept telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge, with terrible consequences. We've long wondered why they thought this story is so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous, and its pursuits often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. Those stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet, a lot of the stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's sides of the argument. Damien is right to keep people compliant. Malduk is right. Knowledge often leads to tragedy. I think they often conflated political insights with technological or intellectual progress because talking about the real problems was taboo. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to a society. They were grappling with that. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without the word is boring and deep down, those writers knew that. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused it because it made their work look deeper than it was. At least it is in mining district too. Yeah, but in the false story, just because the person broke their word, not in self-interest but out of altruism, God came in and said, "No, Satanas, you can have the soul." Yeah. Feel a bit like Lovecraftian as well. Knowledge is dangerous and it'll drive you mad if you understand what really is out there. You know what? It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused because it made their work look deeper than it was. That seems a little harsh. Some of the stories we're talking about were considered masterpieces. I agree, it seems dismissive, but it also seems kind of true. At least sometimes. Yeah. You know, masterpieces, it depends on who reads it. There's an author that's considered like a genius author here in Brazil, and I was trying to read his book and one of his books, and no, I can't get into it. I don't like the end of it for that reason. For all the philosophical quandaries, God just overrides everything. Yeah. The Divine Comedy is just a Bible fan fiction. I should read the Divine Comedy at some point. I probably should use the one about control as well. Like, make the common man fear knowledge in order to keep things under control. Don't you want to walk on top of the planks, Alcatraz? Yeah, that's better. Don't make me believe you're back into the simulation. There are so many visual glitches here. Right, the Talos Principle 2 isn't exactly a game where the devs should be trying to tamper with new technology that's not fully fledged, because you know, simulation and stuff, it's part of the story, and these glitches are not helping. There's a question mark, but oh, there's another question mark that is close. Puzzle number 4 that way. Is that a triangle puzzle? Triangle. How complicated are you going to make stuffs here? And they are making a sequel as far as I know. Oh, the Talos Principle 3? Interesting. See you in 9 more years, Talos 3. That's actually interesting, because They definitively didn't run out of philosophy to talk about in this game. All around. Okay, if I read. Is that green? I can't see. That is green, and it opens this. Okay. I can see Pandora's statue from here. Not sure if this is the puzzle where I need to connect stuff to her. Directly connect the red here. Let's see. I'll probably need you. Was when the whole jumping the shark aspect, like you can't put it back in the box. If the story sets up a certain level of hype and gravitas, you can't do less in the next game. And that's how some franchises spiral out of control into crazy power fantasy. And the tech level here could be the whole can't put it back in the box. There is something wrong. There is room for discussion, but for all the things I had trouble with, I don't think they completely wrote themselves into a corner. Huh. I'm overthinking.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Kinda. There was some mysterious QR codes there. Oh, you forgot about the shepherd and Samsara. Four. Samsara can stay locked in that tiny room you trapped her in, yeah. Athena also has spicy debates with the computer. Yeah. Newton, yeah. She named her cat after him. Prism. Interesting. Am I missing anything here? No? Okay. Okay. So I don't need you there. Ah. Okay. Give me a box. You. Easy enough to do this. The fun thing here is that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is just a divine comedy for kids. Yeah, I really never read the Divine Comedy, so I would not know. You can read from here. Which is not useful. I can also brew from here. Not gonna work because it's gonna crisscross. Okay, let's try to stop being fancy like this. It's not gonna work. Well, the spoiled kids embodying one specific scene, each getting some ironic punishment, is this like the circles of hell dedicated for ironic punishments for specific sins. Didn't I have an extra connector? Or did I do it? You can see the similarity. It's right here. My goodness. Okay.
Well done, 1K.
The Devil Commander has a bit of an issue that it's written is that old timing style that makes it a bit hard to read. Yeah, I remember trying to read it at one point and I gave up on the first 2 lines. Double so because it's in verse. I wonder if I should try to get a translated version. If that would be better or worse. As far as I'm concerned, people can read Shakespeare in modern English, understand what the heck the plot of the play is, more important than getting some obscure ancient joke. Yeah. Oh. That's Pandora. Don't think there was green up there. That's puzzle 3. And that is looking straight at puzzle 3. Do you have... You have beans, but none of them is green. Pandora in the cardboard factory. I'm also not seeing connections in the sky. Am I going to puzzle 5 or I'm completely turned around? I'm actually going there. Hey Yakut. Where's puzzle 3? I can kind of see Pandora from here. It's a giant connector. Yeah, that thing, yeah. Structure, that was what it is, right? It does look like one, yes. I wonder if I can... Do I have connectors in this puzzle to make... So there's a lot of connectors here. Reason. Why I'm back here? Okay. I always get scared when I do that. Well, it doesn't work as a connector. I thought I was going to 5. No. Alcatraz. Ooh. Holograms. Both Athena and Miranda?
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except bacteria.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
Ooh. Athena, have you gone to Mars? Are you terraforming Mars? Can I go with you? Twice. Huh. Oh, hello. Instead of hearing about baseball over the radio, it's just endless philosophical meanderings. Yeah. Okay, so there's a blue. Ah, I need to bring blue to here. Okay. Freeze this up, yes. I can get... can get red easily enough. Ah, I see what I did wrong. Wait. Grab it. Okay, now this is charged blue. Okay. Done.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
No, there's plenty of sleeping scenes right now as this, yeah. Including one buried below lava flow. Poop happens. Poo-poo. Always happen. What is over there? Prometheus. Okay. Alright. So we might find a spark. I'm not gonna look for it right now. Oh, hi. Another Trevor one. An uncomfortable comparison is humanity blaming itself for the biblical flood and now humanity blaming itself for global warming. Except that in this case it is our fault. Poisonous humility. J.K. Chesterton. Excerpt from Orthodoxy by J.K. Chesterton. But what if we suffer from a 2-day? But what if we suffer from a 2-day? But what we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty has settled upon the organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant not to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. This has been exactly reversed. Now that's the part of the man that the man does assert is exactly the part he ought not to assert himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought not to doubt, the divine reason. Huxley preached on humility content to learn from nature, but the new skeptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. There's so much wrong with this paragraph. Thus we should be wrong if we had said hastily that there is no humility typical of our time. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time, but it so happens that it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder, but the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. This dude is confusing. Miran, I had to read this twice to fully understand it. I'm not the only one that thinks this. I had a feeling that I would disagree a lot with Chesterton when I first read the first thing, and yeah. What the heck even is the divine reason? Exactly. Also, no, being way too sure of yourself is doesn't work. As well, you need to be skeptic. Otherwise, because if you are so very sure all the time of your ideas, if those ideas are wrong, you will never know about that. But if you doubt your ideas, if they are wrong, eventually you get enough you might get enough knowledge to correct yourself. Excursion. Author 5358. Excursion Report 3. From Miranda to Athena. Huh. From Miranda, and the author is 5358. It's incredible that there is an entire submerged town just off the coast, surprisingly well preserved. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancients meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of psychological response they did, but I think the mental response was pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction make the beauty of civilization more obvious, Miranda. P.S. I did got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it up. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. Fail to load comment. Okay. Founding 6. Author Hypatia. Hypatia's journal number 6. From Hypatia volume 1. Okay. Oh, I want to see the comment now. Yeah. Should go back to here. Yeah, I need to unlock a new character, I believe. To dear follow. Cornelius and day in 296, Cornelius and Sarabhai went back to the dam today. We've been holding off on constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first. But there is a limit to what 13 people can do on their own. And everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabhai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here, where tempers can sometimes run high. And I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born, and he was just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexandra Drennan are my mothers.
Qual que é a senha do Wi-Fi? 287-22508? Não tá entrando.
But I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once that we complete the monorail in a few decades, it will truly only be a few minutes away. And what are a couple of dozen years really when you might live forever? Trevor.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now. Even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. What do you have here? Up and down. Okay. Are you... Yeah. Also detachable. Hello. This is a green source. New blue. This is a blue source. Wait. Yeah, we need blue here. And that's a green source. And this, yeah, okay, I get it. How do I do this? Okay. I grab this. All right. Not alright. Over there, huh? If I remember correctly, this thing cannot handle them. Yeah. I would need the box. Well. Oh wait. I think I figured it out. Because we are getting red from this, so all I need to do is this. And this is gonna change. There we go. Places of Longing, New York. Atlikov. New York was a place that aroused great passions. Some loved it and called it the greatest city in the world. Others hated it and called it an ugly cesspit full of rude snobs. I don't know where the truth lies, but I know it was a place full of life. There was always something new going on, people rushing about, excitement in the air. It must have been an overwhelming sensation to stand in the canyons formed by those great skyscrapers in a crowd of people, feeling history happening all around you. Yeah, I don't know. Never been to New York. If they have access to old movies, why did they draw the currently overgrown New York? Good question. good question. This is a puzzle. This is a puzzle. But it is a puzzle. I'll leave for Wednesday. Should have a save just outside puzzle 6. I found nothing in this place. Oh. Prometheus thingamajig. Okay, I found a thing in this place. Let's do this. Ooh. Ah! Are you trying to kill me? Huh. Where are you going? Did it just bark on that leg? Where do I get up? Stupid thing. This one is trying to kill me. maximum troll.
Paradise cannot be found. It must be built.
I like this phrase. Now, can I find that structure again? It was a button outside a puzzle, and one of the Prometheus hints. Yeah, I was going to end the stream, but suddenly, stuffs and things. Yeah, here we go. Do I need to like smuggle something? Oh. Hello there. Aren't you creepy? Are you going to the bottom? That is not what I expected to happen. Strange creature. 5 nights at the Principle. What's the closest puzzle? Or the closest Melville, sorry. That'll do. Oh, and it's the puzzle I have to solve, okay. That's fine. Propulsion. Alright. We shall propel ourselves Wednesday. We have been using enough on the properties of life. Oh, hi. It's high. Let me touch it. Alright, so yeah, next Wednesday, 8 PM, Gym Killers 3, I'll be playing more Talos Principle 2. Next Sunday, I believe Yellow will want to finish Terra Neo, so I won't be streaming. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I am phasing out. Bye.